And wow, did we have a lot happen last time. Yeah, so looks like new players came in town, and it's gonna be crazy. Last episode we discovered that there is now unpleasant life on this planet, and some pirates with a problem. Hey, thanks for joining in and watching. Yeah, wow. This episode, I barely know what to do. I think what we need to be doing is I feel like we need to be thinking about, well, first of all, I'm having some breakfast. It's still dark out. That's okay. Things are out there in the dark at night. So, yeah. I heard him while I was in there and had oxygen. If I open that door, probably waiting out there. We don't really have any guns up on top of this wall here, which is not always the best thing. I thought we had... I think we got guns down here, though. Yeah. Yeah, we got guns down there to keep these things away. But, you know what I want to do? First of all, I want to get a roof on our facility here. I don't like that it doesn't have a roof. The other thing we need to do is we need to armor the top of the ministry. That is definitely something we need to do. And we need to get this put together. But here's the problem. In order to do that, we're going to need materials. And those materials are going to be over in that little facility that we were working on. So I think what we're going to be doing for this mission is get this ministry's armor plating up. Because if we have a problem with any of these drones and things flying around out here from what's going on between the pirates and these space spiders, we're going to be collateral damage. I figure they can kill themselves off for a while while we get ourselves together, and then we'll finish. Well, the primary mission is to get off this damn planet, but the secondary mission in order to do that is to get rid of the pirates. So, but I think we need to actually, we need to hit the web, we need to hit the pirates, and then get off, all in that fashion, and that is going to be a tall order. Especially since we've got to get this facility up and running. And what is the deal with this? This is a speed module. Okay, good. So that means that is going to be going fast. Alright, cool. We got our modules on there and stuff. So, yeah, so we need to get the upper portions of this done. So, without further ado, let's go take care of some business. Let's go over here and see if we can't score ourselves wow, there is a lot of bad stuff out there. We're gonna see if we can't, oh shoot, you know what, I had an idea. Before we do that, I want to take a page from another series I do called the Helios Underground, and I want to get some welders in place here to protect this gun and that gun. Basically every emplacement needs to be protected. Oh, that's right. I think I put silent tools on all of my, yep. I'm gonna have to fix that when the next time I play, because this drives me crazy. I'm sorry, guys. I know some of you like to have these shush tools on, but man, it's frustrating for me because I like the sound of the realism of the sounds. Ew. And that really kind of screws with my realism. It really does. Alright, so we're gonna put a welder here. I don't need the rusty look. That was from my other project. There we go. Alright. Nope, we want the welder. There we go. And then what we're going to do, in order to protect said welder, we're going to Alright, then we're gonna go with the reinforced. Well, first things first, we're gonna need a lot of materials for that. Alright, so we got that basically right there. And then we're gonna do the same thing on this side here. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take a bit of this because it'll weld this up. I don't understand why this is having a problem. Oh. How the... It's not working because it's not a full block. Duh. Uh-oh. Now we got some spawning action. Man. Oh man, this lag is murder. What is up with that? Ah, bugs. Yeah, light them up. We don't want any of that crap around here. We don't do bugs. Nope, nope, nope. Alright. And then the missile launcher's the same deal. We'll get that with a... But this one here we can actually... We're gonna go with... That. 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 Yeah, the pause was the bad guys showing up. A bunch of bugs trying to run my wall. Ew, bugs. Like, seriously, dude? Nope. Not doing the bugs today. Thank you very much. Not interested or available for such behavior. Alright, cool. In actuality, I think I'll take this one off of here. Doesn't really matter with that. And then we don't have any missile launcher on that side yet. When we do, we'll do the other. Alright, so let's get some materials here. We're gonna need... Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. We're gonna transfer a lot of materials to that right there. Because the minute we set those up, they're gonna want material. I always gotta look, because ever since that day when I turned the corner and walked over the dead zombie, man, that was a bad day of crazy crap, man. But yeah, we're gonna need a lot of material eventually. Okay. Let's see here. We'll take 200 of those. We'll take 100 of those. 20 of those. 40 of those. 300 of those. All of those. And we need to get some steel. Yeah. Yeah, that assembler is not producing much of anything at the moment. Let's disassemble actually 400 of those. Get us some plates. This will give our weapons mounts the ability to regenerate everything else. And that's important. Now I gotta get, let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna need some steel plates. Of that, I am sure. But in the meantime, actually, we're gonna put these materials in here. Hey, Minuteman, welcome. Put those in there. Let's see. Cool, we'll take those. Take those. 100 rid of those. We need... Yeah, we need a lot more materials. Everything, motors in the works. Yeah. Alright. Just busy shoring up the defenses here. Already had our morning spider attack. Because, you know, that's what we need. We need giant bugs trying to eat us. They were just checking to see if we were awake anyway. That's what they really were doing. Huh, that's what we all know is the story. They just wanted to see if we were awake.
Energy low.
Alright, well. Alright, we will jump up here, grab some energy. No, we're not going to break the seal on that. We'll go over here to the front. We need a lot of materials. And that's going to be tricky. Alright, so looks like we got one planetary spike. I wonder if the pirates killed one. They certainly have been active. That would be nice. That'd be very nice. Alright, so as nice as that would be, we have a date with a rock. Specifically, a rock of steel. We need to get this facility ground down as much as we can. I'm going individually because I just want to see what's going on over here without the ship. We can bring the ship over here next, but she doesn't have any weapons. And so I'm hesitant to bring her into this admittedly vicious war zone. Yeah, they're really gone red alert over there. All these others seem to be doing alright. Drone facility's good. The spike landing zone is active, looks like. That's okay. Till I have a weapon system on that ship, I can't afford to take it out here. Oh crap. I also can't afford to be flying either. Ugh, good gravy. Yeah, I can't afford to fly because if I run out, I got probably 2 more refills on that tank. I need to get it charged back up. God, it's a shame I can't take the... Well, you know what we could do? We could take the weapon system off the Dragon and throw it on the back of the flyer, but I don't know if it has the power necessarily to carry all that extra weight and the weight of the salvage, but we could give it a try, and that would at least give her some firepower to provide cover. But if we did that, we'd lose the solar panel. Well, we could put it over the front end here. Yeah, we could do that. If we stuck it over the top of this, let's take a look real quick before we reload. I want to just see what that looks like. We'd have to... Yeah, Yeah, we could put it there. That would work. But I don't know. Yeah, it would sit there okay, I guess. I mean, it wouldn't block a view of anything either. Yeah, that would work. Although how we'd plummet, I'm not sure. Unless we took the remote control out and moved that out of there. And then just took it and plumbed it with those existing pipes through the back. That would work. That would give us some firepower at least. Ow. I just know that we need to get more materials, and we could set up a mining situation, but if we do that, we could turn that into a miner, I guess. I mean, we just need the more materials. That's just all there is to it, you know. There's no bouncing around with that. Okay, if I take that, I'm going to lose out on some weight. But there's a margin of safety there that I like, so. Alright, let's go get this, this material. I feel like I just want to take that ship, though. Even if it's got no weapon systems, I feel like if I don't take that ship... Oh, you know what we need to do? We need to take another ore handling facility is what we need to take. And then we could utilize the weapon systems on that to keep it safe from any drones. And then we can offload with our ship. That's really what we should be doing. Huh. There's one 8 clicks out. That's the headquarters 4 clicks. 13, 9, 7. So the 7 click, the one just beyond this is what is the closest, I think. What's that other thing? Oh shoot, there's a planetary spike over there too. Freaking hell, they surrounded him or something. Wonder how close I can get before they shoot me. Get a good look. I didn't get a very good look last time. We only got a little teeny look. We'll come down here. Oh. Okay. Huh. This looks a little bit more like it's been damaged than actually ground down. Alright. Man, it drives me crazy. Alright, this is all regular steel here. Oh man. Oh, here we go. All right, let's see here. I think... close. Alright, inventory full. Back to the ministry we go. Back and forth, get some more of that material get set up, and then we're going to use that right away. But we also need other stuff. That's the tricky part. We need some other stuff. It might be worthwhile to take the dragon out and mine some ore and get that started down below. And I just, god dang, man, a spike over there. Man, that is not cool. Oh, wait. Wait. There was a facility by a different, by the the company that does the station in the opposite direction of this basic crap show over here. I wonder if we did that, we could leave these guys to their little fate and strip that one out of all of its materials and use that. That actually might make more sense, because we need more than just armor plate. All that thing's going to get us is armor plate. We need a lot more than armor plate. We need, like, motors and all that stuff. I don't like that that's exposed. I really don't like that at all. I don't like how exposed that is in one little bit. I think we're gonna... run. There's literally no way that this entire thing... Wow, so I'm gonna have to actually kick that... I don't think I can take it out another block. Nope. Well, the idea here is more than anything, it's not so much the final form as it is to keep it from dying if they come by and start shooting us. Alright, let's go ahead and weld these things up. That way at least our hydrogen tank's got a level of protection on it, since it's not fully assembled. I mean, it may not be the prettiest thing in the world, but it at least covers and protects it to a certain extent. Alright. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I think that it would be smart to go after that. If it's still out there, it might have despawned even. I mean, that's possible, so... Alright, let's see how much. We got 9 hours. Let's go. Well, before we go anywhere, let's make sure our... Yeah, see our inventory. We got a few things still inside the inventory. Alright. Okay, it looks like what we have left is just tools and a bunch of ice, which we'll use as we travel, so yeah, not too bad. Passenger bench has metal plating, alright. Now we'll leave that there. Alright. Before we head back, we're going to make sure that we get these reinforced deals. Alright. I'm not so worried about salvage. That isn't bothering me too much with regards to this trip over there. I know that some of you had thought that it was a bad idea that we go after it, simply probably because of the issue regarding the fact that it's going to make us enemies with the only trade station nearby here, but honestly, I'd rather be enemies with the trade station than deal with some of these other things. I'm going to try to see if I can... I saved? Yeah, I think that's it right there. Yeah. Just so I know the general direction I'm going. We'll go out this way and see what we can see. Because it was at the old location of the salvage hopper, if I remember correctly, is where we saw that marker. And if it's still there, we need to go and get it. I don't even need it for salvage as much as I need it for parts. I mean, we could salvage stuff if there's weapons to be taken, because really all we need is weapons right now. Honestly, we can get propulsion. Oh, we do need to find propulsion. We're going to need thruster assemblies and we're going to need turbines. We'll use a combination of the two. Whoa. Oh my. Huh. Cobalt, huh? I've been there already, I see. Let's hit a GPS marker. I don't think we'll need it right at the moment because we're after other things, but still, it's useful. And I'm not in the habit of getting rid of useful stuff. Alright, let's keep trekking out. Now, hopefully, these creatures that have been hounding us, they're not out here. And that would be good. Because they showed up when those spikes showed up. Aha! It is still over there. Alright. Well, let's go see what we can see. Bit of a drive, but it might be worth it. Too bad we can't move the ministry out there. Little distance between us and the crazy crap going on around the mountain. It'd be useful. About 7 hours worth of power still. Not too bad. That's quite a long ways out. I'm thinking if we can get weapons, munitions, stuff like that. I mean, even if we just take some components, it's gonna be bloody useful as hell. I don't know, I didn't think about that large thruster being like that though. Man, I don't know. I see it off in the distance. It must be a pretty big facility. See, that's it in the background, way out there. I do want to get the dragon reconfigured. I have some new ideas on how I want it designed. But we're not going to do that until we have a place to store it, where bugs and robots can't kill it. Over in the river and through the woods. Watch, it's going to be hopefully not on the other side of a giant cliff or something. That would really be annoying. Can't count the number of times when that sort of thing has happened. Yeah, we're pretty far out there. I don't even, yeah. what might wind up happening is this episode, if we take this ore processing facility, this episode we might end up actually camping out there for the entire episode, reconfiguring the Dragon for maximum storage capacity. It just might happen. Wow. 2-meter elevation, huh? Yeah, it's not that exciting. Kind of boring when we're driving like this. But it's kind of part of the game, you know? Alright. We're gonna hold position here. We're gonna make sure the Dragon's up. 5 clicks, okay? Let's go in. Just want to make sure that we're not gonna get ourselves toasted. Plus, I want to see what this place is like. Alright, this is a big giant structure. Alright, we're within gun range. So if they're gonna shoot, they're gonna shoot now. No, because we're friendlies right now. Okay. Oh man, there's 2 of those frickin' things. Ah, good gravy. Alright. Much as I hate to be on the ground. Oh. No kidding. Alright, well, assembler's gonna go away. What do we got there? Okay, well, let's go ahead and drop that. Oh, we got, yeah, let's see. We can drop all that in there. We're going to claim the grid. Now let's go ahead and automation programmable block, alright. Is there any other locations in here? No. What's in these cargo containers? Alright, we got uranium and magnesium, both of which are going to be useful. What do we got on this side? Oh boy, nickel and all that fun stuff? Cool. What's in here? Iron. Boy, all these are brilliant. I like that. I like that a lot. Alright, so... Wait a minute. No kidding. This is a different design for sure. Ah, money. I'll take that. Alright. Okay, so there is an upper deck. Okay, so that was the ladder that led up here. There's the broadcast controller. That's an event controller. We're going to go ahead and hack that. Okay. What's that? That's a battery. Okay. Checking. I hear the grinding. Okay, I thought... Alright, well, we're going to take the auto assault cannon shell. I didn't realize there was an assault cannon there. Oh, yeah, look. Take the AI defense turret, or defensive computer. Gonna hack that. Oh, wait a minute. What is that? What in the hell is out there? That's got to be a light, because I think those other ones are on turrets. Alright, what do we got in here? Oh, pieces, parts, and prototype machinery and rays. Okay, well, we're going to drop those in there for now. Anything else of interest? Yeah. There's a lot of goodies in here, that's for sure. Got another broadcast controller. Alright. And that... What is that? So there's an assault cannon turret on top of this? I did not realize that. I thought that was there was a gap up there. So we're going to go ahead and hack this thing. And I'm wondering if it'll shoot each other up. I need a...
Energy low.
Yeah, I figured that, suit lady. I got an idea. Now, I should have the assault cannon under my control. I do. Okay. I should be able to control it from here. There must be an antenna that's drawing this drone. Oh boy. Well, this could be ugly. No, I don't really need those. Let's see, is there an antenna? Well, man, that's yeah. We take the dragon in there, we'll probably get shot up. Oh man. How much ammo do we got in this dragon? I'm just not armored enough for this. Alright. Well, crap. Guess we're heading back. So here's the problem. We've got one of those stupid drones, those drones that the freaking spiders use with an autocannon, and that thing's gonna tear into us like nobody's business. I'm outgunned. All I got is a gat on this thing. All of a sudden, the game took a hard turn to the left. Let's face it, we need to get this base up and operational. I need to get a secure place to work on this. And that's just all there is to it. What are we over? Gold. Gold. This all this is gold. Gold. I don't want gold. Yeah, this is turning out to be quite the crazy thing. I should have shoulda, coulda, woulda. There's an intent on there. There has to be, and that's what drew him. Well, it's not going anywhere for now. And that guy was hunting me. I mean, it was tearing that whole facility apart to get to me. Phew. And it doesn't matter if I turn off my broadcast. I'm starting to think that maybe we're going about this all wrong. What's this? Silicone isn't exactly what I want, but it's worth GPSing it. Well, I keep thinking to myself, using the materials we have, Can we get away with making a ship that's smaller and less complicated? Oh, that's cobalt. That maybe the ministry itself should be changed to... Well, actually, you know what? It's silicone. But I'm thinking to myself, my thought is this. What if we disassemble the ministry down, reconstructed it into a ship that's not quite as hefty? Alright. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I... Wait, what's that? Somewhere out here's a logistics post. I remember what a logistics post is. It's fairly small, has no weapons, and usually has a logistics drone. Yep, there it is. Now that could be very useful. We still got several hours left. Now that could be really useful, actually. But I'm thinking, I keep trying to take this ministry, take this thing and convert it over, and I don't think it's a good idea. I think what we might do is just tear that thing down. But first things first, we got a logistics post out here to grab. And if I pass by a useful rock, I'm going to drill a hole in it. Yep, that's a useful rock. Yeah, she's driving a little bit heavier to the stick. But I'm not surprised. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we're going to tear down that, that whole design and redesign the ministry from scratch. And I'm thinking what we're going to do is we'll make it a little bit more streamlined, a little bit lighter. Definitely put the weapon systems on there. But we should be able to get away with a lot more, a lot less of a, well, we're still going to need more hydrogen tank nozzles. But there's a way around this. Unless we find more ships, we're kind of screwed. Unless we find an event controller like I was trying to get. Like I hacked in that one base. Maybe these guys have one. That would be great. Because if we had an event controller, then that would give us... we might be able to program it for that, but I don't know. If I could hack the logistics drone, that'd be kind of cool. But I'm pretty sure that once I start tearing this thing apart, that logistics drone's probably going to be a problem child. Even though I do like the propulsion we have to lift up the ministry, I still think it needs some trimming down. There's where we want to be, right over there. Alright. Here comes the logistics drone. And there we are. Oh, cool. These logistics drones always seem to throw stuff that's new and different every time. This is giving me all kinds of good stuff. Well, I can't say that they're all exactly the same. They should probably be approaching this as a hostile, potential hostile, but... Yeah, it looks a lot like every other one I've ever seen. Okay, wow. Well, that's quite a find. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to take one of those because we're going to need it. We're going to break this whole thing down. We're taking it all.
Low.
getting closer to getting all this stuff salvaged here. Yeah, that was kind of weird. It almost seemed like it flew out of the sky. Wow. That's really... But I should tear those things apart for what they got going on. Let's see here. Willis duct. Pipe works, okay. Well, pipe work could definitely give us tubes, but we don't really need those as much. Oh, the loose stuff's gonna disappear when I go by anyway. Okay, get that one off of there. Let's see, gotcha. Alright, got that one. Well, we're not quite there yet.
Energy low.
There we go. Back in here we go. We're getting pretty close to full up on as far as what we can take. Still quite a bit of material here though, but I think we got the bulk of what we really needed. I have a thought. We have all this space back here. And though we've got magnets down here, I can't help but to wonder. I wonder if we could get away with putting seats in these places. Like right here. And down here. I could always rearrange them for a different time of the trip, a different trip, you see. But these would hold space. I mean, they have holding spaces, you know, you'd be able to, I'd be able to put like more material in here and therefore bring more salvage back. Hell, if I could take the entire facility in one fell swoop, so much the better. Huh. Wow. Unbelievable. Huh. I might actually be able to get all this at once, or at least all the important stuff. Well, alright. Get this next. I'll just have this entire facility taken up.
Fuel low.
And how full are we? Oh, we still could go over there and get the rest of that. We could literally take this entire facility all at once. Hopefully I'm not doing too much. Let's see. Nah, can't get those. Alright. Okay. Wow, we did it. We actually stripped the entire facility. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, here they are. The zombies are here. I was tracking something out that way, but I'm heading back to the ministry. I don't want to deal with any of that other stuff. Oh yeah. We got a nice full load, 95,000 kilograms. But the zombies attacked. Bunch of dead pirates. That's some brutal stuff there. It's some brutal stuff. I wonder if what happened was that drone went down. Yeah, I'm pretty full, so I don't know that I want to do that one. I think we just want to hightail it back to the base, deposit our earnings. What the hell is that? Some sort of flying flyer there, but they're not registering on my... Oh, that could be the cargo drone. I'm not gonna take... Well... Actually... No. No. I'm not going to do that. Well, I do have... No, that's an oxygen tank. I was going to say, if I had a spare H2 tank, then I might do it. But not with the... No. No. RTB. Return to base. Get this material there. There wasn't anything there we're salvaging, but there's plenty there for parts. And parts are what I need most. I gotta get those defenses up around the wall. And then we're gonna do some work on the ministry. We're gonna come up with a new design, a smaller design that's gonna have a lower profile and is gonna be a little bit more, I don't know, essential. And we're foregoing the whole concept of the other thing. Okay, we are going to check these rocks out. Only because... Aha! Because of that. Nickel is a primary ingredient. See, with I can make iron out of whatever materials that I don't need to use. But nickel, well, nickel's a little different. That is gold and nickel, and oh man, did I seriously do that? Yeah, pick that stupid 5. I like to use the periodic table codes. Alright, let's go ahead and zip over here and check out this rock too. Alright, so if this is nickel and that's nickel, then we're going to definitely be back. Only 3 clicks out. I could fly here and back with a jetpack of fuel. This is turning out to be quite the lucrative trip. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna have those have the ores available to be able to process too. That's really going to be important. We got magnesium, we can make GAT ammo too. Hello. And what do we have here? Ha ha ha. And we're gonna call you FE. Oh, this couldn't have been any better, honestly. I've got all my stuff ready to go in a line. It's really actually quite sweet, because that means I could fly out here really quick, get some materials, and then smelt it and use my assembler to get it. I like that. We need to plumb and organize everything that's down below, for sure. But this reconfiguration is actually going to work out really nicely, I think. Yeah. Yeah, Dragon's pretty heavy. She's really like pushing the heavy marker. And over the hill we come, and there's the Ministry out there. Alright. This is perfect. We got a full load, just what I intended, even though we did get toasted in the first location, but the second one turned out to be very good. I noticed that when I was there, that autocannon wasn't really tracking that fast enough, which makes me wonder if the autocannon isn't the best option for fighting against these guys. It might be better to hold off and put the autocannon in a different location and put GATs in those locations, but I don't know.
Meteor storm inbound.
Man, that is an ugly bastard, man. how that hurt. Well, we're gonna snatch this one here. Or not.
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
Alright. So, fun times. Okay, so now we're gonna take this stuff, throw it in here. Go to production, we'll go to herb growth, go to the basic assembler, and we're gonna break these down. Alright. That wind. Huh. Alright, then we go back over here. There we go. Alright. What the hell? I changed my mind about doing the sorter. Simply because I feel like we might need materials, and if we need materials, I can't very well just impede that way of doing things. So. Alright. Somebody's panicking. Yep, the slowdown always tells you that there's something coming. So, all right. Okay, so here's what we got to do. We're gonna get this hangar set up.
Low.
And that's what we got to do next. Now the trick is going to be the door. Because it'll be that way. Oh no, no. Because the door will go here. 1, 2. 1, 2. Door thing there. Well. Okay, now inset with pillar. So there, 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 there. Alright, I think that's going to be definitely tall enough. Now that I have is zeroed out. Let's see here. Thinking maybe... we work with what we got. Alright, they're gonna have to sit down for a second here. Then we'll tear down that slider door and get the gate put in place. That's gonna be the trickiest part because... oh yeah, and I also need to get the... well, I need to get the ramp in place too. I'll come at it from this side here. That's gonna be tricky, but I think we can pull it off. Alright, so we're gonna fly back over to the cargo spot in the wall. Drop some more materials off. Oh no, ran out of those. That's a bummer. Alright. I think we got this this process going nicely, actually. Unfortunately, we can't use the walkway in this one very well because of the stupid angle that we're on the mountainside. Alright, let's get underneath here. That's a lot of detector components, honestly. That's going to give me iron and nickel, which should be enough to kickstart some assembler action involving these. And that should be getting me the material I need. So we'll let that do its thing. And there's a big pause. It's usually spawn time. Yep, there we go. Trying to think what I'm going to do next. So I guess we'll just keep on going. Get this other stuff loaded in. Let's see here. We'll get to that in a minute. That welder's hooked in. Alright. We're going to activate, well, there's 1 and 2 and 3. All toggle blocks on. Gonna get this. And that'll be good. Alright, well, I'm thinking I'm gonna call this an episode. We got a whole lot done today. We did a little bit more base work here. We went and got some more material from the leftover pirate base. We went and attacked a corporate processing facility, which we then got toasted. But it was a hell of a fight. And then we went ahead and captured a logistics post and stripped it down for materials. Came back, offloaded, and here we are. It's been one heck of a episode, I'll tell you. Alright everybody, thank you so much for joining me, and you know the deal, like and subscribe and all that fun stuff, and leave comments of things you'd like to see, maybe different twists, turns, stuff like that, any comments you might have, and until next time, I'll see you later.